are probably gonna hear my air condition because I'm back in Miami, unfortunately. But fortunately, I'm here for swim week, so I guess that's something to be proud about. But it's hot. It's too hot. And I miss LA. I'm sorry. Like, Miami, y'all can have it. I don't know why everybody likes Miami so much, but it's not for me. Y'all can have it. Really. Take it. Take it. So I did a poll on Twitter. I'm not calling it that. So I did a poll on Twitter, and I wanted to know how many people have actually tried to saturate their mind. Who has actually tried saturation? I was a little bit baffled to see that really no one has tried it. The poll was, does saturation help speed up your manifestations? Because I wanted to prove a point. I don't think anyone voted no. I think a lot of people voted yes, and then there was a third option that was like, haven't tried it, and that took up the entire poll. Like, that was the biggest percentage. If you know me and you follow me on Twitter, by the way, I'm not trying to get you to go to manifestation Twitter. Please don't, actually, because it's very, very, very ghetto there. It's the ghetto. If you've been following me for a really long time, you know that I'm very, very big on saturation, and you know that I recommend saturation over anything. I love saturating my mind. That is something that I do every single day, and I will 100% always advocate for saturating your mind being the key to speed up your manifestations, or being the key to make your manifestations happen fast. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to explain why, but first of all, let me explain to you what is saturation. Saturation is a method that people use to get their manifestations fast. I want you to think of saturation as soaking your mind in the fact that you already have what you want. So basically, just, you don't have to use affirmations to saturate your mind. That's just what I'm going to preach, because I don't want to preach anything that I don't do, and I'm not going to. But if you like to visualize, you can literally also saturate by visualizing. You can just, the basis of saturation is to just think as if you already have it over and over and over and over and over. You're basically repeating. It's basically a repetition session. That's all. That's another alternative. It's a repetition session. You're literally just thinking, visualizing, even scripting, whatever you want to do. You're doing that thing over and over and over and over repeatedly for a specific amount of time to soak it into your brain that you already have what you want. That's it. So I'll give you an example so you can understand it better. Let's say that I want 100k subscribers on YouTube. I would literally just tell myself over and over and over and over and over, I have 100k, I hit 100k, I hit 100k, I'm so happy I hit 100k, I hit it. You get the point, right? You get the point. That's what saturation is. Just repeatedly telling yourself you have what you want, basking in the fact that you have what you want for a specific amount of time. You're just saturating your mind, letting your subconscious absorb the fact that you already have what you want. Now, a saturation session is literally what I just described. It's just like, it's basically the same thing. It's just, you're just saturating your mind for a specific amount of time. So sometimes people will want to saturate their mind for maybe like 15 minutes. So for 15 minutes straight, yes, straight, 15 minutes straight, no breaks, I would literally tell myself, I have 100k. I have 100k, I have 100k, I hit 100k, I'm so happy I hit 100k. And any way that I can describe that I have 100k subscribers on YouTube, I'm going to tell myself that for 15 minutes straight. That is a saturation session. You're literally just repeating your affirmations, repeatedly visualizing a scene, repeatedly just writing the same thing down, scripting whatever you want to do for 15 minutes straight. And sometimes people even like to go longer. Like for me, I know people are like at your throat because people suggest longer saturation times, but this is what we like to do. Like, we enjoy this. There's nothing wrong with doing something you enjoy. It's enjoyable for me to think as if I already have what I want, because why would I want to be thinking against it? Like, let me know. Let me know. Why would I actually want to think negatively when I can just soak my mind thinking positively? You know, like, I don't understand. Some people like to saturate for a longer amount of time, like myself. Sometimes I go for 3 hours. Who cares? If I don't have anything to do, I don't want to just scroll on Twitter. I don't want to just, I don't know, answer emails. I can do that later. I don't want to watch TV. I don't have anything to do. If I'm alone and I have some free time, some spare time, or if I just want to make some, then I'm going to do it. And I'm just going to saturate my mind for 3 hours, just thinking as if I already have what I want. Whatever it is I'm manifesting, I'm going to think as if I already have that manifestation for 3 hours straight. And I enjoy it. People go longer, people go shorter. Sometimes people have 1 hour saturation sessions. Sometimes people have 5 hour saturation sessions. I have a story on Twitter about my friend, actually. I'm not going to say her name because I don't think she feels comfortable with me saying her name, because that's what she told me. But I have a story on Twitter from maybe a few months ago where my friend did like an 8 hour, I think, I don't remember, I think it was an 8 hour saturation session where she wanted to attend the Harry Potter premiere. Something like that. No, she wanted to attend the Percy Jackson premiere. Y'all forgive me, I don't know the difference. I'm so sorry. She wanted to attend a Percy Jackson premiere. So there was a Percy Jackson premiere coming up. She's an influencer and she did not get invited at that time, but she really wanted to walk the red carpet. So she took 8 hours. She was like determined, really. She was determined. She cut off her phone. I saw her on Do Not Disturb. She didn't answer any text messages. I think she said she laid down and she just told herself, I'm going to the Percy Jackson premiere. They invited me. I got invited. I'm walking the red carpet. Something, whatever she said, but it worked because I saw Miss Ma'am post on Instagram her red carpet picture, and she did. She walked the carpet and she's on Getty Images because of it, and that's great. Now you're probably wondering, how did that work that fast? And that's my next point in this video. I'm going to explain to you why saturation is literally really great for people who want to get their manifestation very fast. You spending a certain amount of time telling yourself that you have what you want is going to get it nailed into your subconscious, nailed into your brain. Therefore, it's going to help you accept the fact that you have what you want a lot faster. And also, when you keep telling yourself that you have what you want, really, you're not going to have any time to think against it, because your brain is going to accept the fact that you already have what you want very fast. Therefore, you're not going to be thinking against, you're not going to have any time to really think against it, because it's going to be like, well, this doesn't make sense anymore for me. This old story doesn't make sense anymore for me because this is not what's going on for me right now, which is literally just your brain accepting your new story, which is a good thing, because that's what you want, because your new story is now your truth. So basically, saturating your mind helps you accept the fact that you have your manifestation faster. It helps you accept the fact that this is now your new truth. It helps you accept your new truth faster is basically what I'm trying to say. It's backed up by science. It's literally just like repetition, and science literally proves and says that repetition helps. It helps reshape your beliefs. It helps reshape your assumptions. So when you're repeatedly telling yourself that you have what you want, repeatedly telling yourself the new story, I know this is repetitive, but I want y'all to really understand. When you're repeatedly telling yourself that you have what you want, and you're doing this for multiple times a day, when you're doing this for long multiple times a day, there is really no room to think against it. Therefore, you're going to literally accept the fact that you have your manifestation a lot faster. That is the entire point of this entire thing, is to think as if what you want is already true, and don't think against it. So when you're saturating, you're repeating, you're doing this so much, so often, that you're not going to have any time to think against it. It is very, 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 very important for me to tell you guys that although you are saturating your mind, that's great, that's lovely, but it's very, very important that you don't, outside of your saturation sessions, outside of the time that you are saturating your mind, you're not to think against having what you want. Meaning, you're not to go into a saturation session for like 3 hours, 1 hour, 30 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever, however long you want to saturate your mind. And then after that specific amount of time, you go out and you go right back to thinking as if you don't have it, or you go back to looking for it, or you go back to going like, oh my God, where is my manifestation? I just saturated my mind. Why didn't this work? Well, girl, are you kidding me? No. You're just undoing everything you just did. Like, what's the point? If you're gonna do that, you might as well just not saturate your mind anyway. You might as well just not think in your favor anyway. Like, what's the deal? Do not go back to your old way of thinking, because that is now a lie. That's false. That's not your truth. Your new story that you are saturating your mind with, that you are affirming, is your new truth. It's literally your truth now. You just have to accept it. That is why we saturate, to accept the fact that we have what we want. I don't think I filmed a goodbye for the other video. If you see me in this, it's because I changed. But anyway, bye. Thank you for watching, and bye.